Hey guys, so I'm on the California State Teachers Retirement Systems website. All right. Now, I don't know how often they update this. All right. But this is as of June 30th of 2023. Now, I'm in their portfolio holdings. So you're probably wondering, why am I looking at their holdings? Well, I want to look at their holdings is because this is part of institutions, right? Institutions, they are part of these pension funds, these retirement accounts, and this is a lot of money. Now, this is the second largest retirement fund in the world, right? So it's huge. California is a huge state. There's a lot of teachers. There's a lot of educators, right? So you got to think it's a lot of inflows of money coming in to this particular fund. Now, with that being said, we can go in and we can look and we can see exactly what they're invested in when it comes to the equities portion. Now, they have other things that you can look at as well too. That's not just equities. They have other treasury bills, things like that. But I just want to look at the domestic equities. All right. Also, want to show you some things that are a little bit alarming, so to speak, and I want to help you see on a bigger scale what possibly could be shaping up, especially when it comes to crypto and Bitcoin as well too. All right, so we can look, we can clearly see. You got, for instance, they got 1-800-flowers.com. They own 72 shares, 72,000 shares. So it's in here. Of course, this is the value of it. Um, of course, this is in the thousands, right? So, of course, it'll convert over into the millions once it get to this point, all right? But I want to go. I want to show you some things now. Bitlots. I saw Bitlots on the list, and when I was looking at their performance, and let me see. We're gonna look at a few of these. Where are you? Here we go. All right, look at this. Bitlots Inc. Here we go. They own 12,443 shares. Okay. Now, let's go over into this chart. I'm on the monthly chart. All right. Look at this. This doesn't look good, right? Look at this drop, guys. We're talking about over here $73, and we're gonna drop all the way down. So it's a 95% drop. Now, is BitBlocks doing bad, or is that fund shorting? Because that means that somebody's making a lot of money on the way down. All right. This could be that somebody is shorting this stock. But I'm not going to say 100% for sure. All right. Let's go look at some other. Let's go back up here to the top. Let's go look at some of these genetic companies that have been using DNA. 23andMe. All right. I think it's me. It's a symbol. ME. Yep. Interesting. Think about it, guys. If you're a retirement account for the state of California for your teachers, would you want something like this in your portfolio when it's boom getting destroyed like that? And then they have what? How many shares? They have 315,000 shares they own of this, which right now is really not worth anything. But up here when it was at $18, it was. So imagine them dumping all those, all right, to buy back. So these funds can also strategically work with another fund that they have a relationship with, or it's their other arm, and they can hedge, and they can act like hedge funds, but they can literally let another, you know, borrow these shares, dump them, buy them back, return them. Who cares, right? If you own it, it's the same house, but you're making money off of it. But at the expense of you as the retailer, because you're coming in here, you're buying in hopes that, hey, this is a great company, but then it gets just keeps getting slaughtered. And then you have these little temporary little flutters up to get you caught up into a buy pressure. Right? This is a nice little 185, 87% rally, and then it failed. And then you get another one over here. We get a rally up about 92%, and of course we fell. Of course, we'll probably be seeing another little rally and then it fell again, but you get the picture. See, and look at, and I want you to look at some of these, and I put this link in the description box so you guys can go and you just check it out yourself. You know, there's a whole lot of stocks in here, but we can just look at a few. I'm gonna look at ABM. ABM. Let's see. Let's just see what hold on we're doing. So this one is moving sideways, so it's all right. It's decent. Um, Aaron's. All right, let's look at Aaron. I know that's probably ain't going too good. Voila. What do you notice? Probably potential what? Short selling. They're making money. And I want y'all to pay attention to some of these names y'all see on here. It's like we don't even think about these companies. Never even heard of them. So this one, since 2022 of March, has been a downtrend, creating a nice little H pattern, which could be continuously looking to go down. Um, Never even heard of this company. Don't even know what they do. So a low key want to look them up, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But yeah, matter of fact, I got some stuff over here. Let me look, see. They do dividends. So they are operation of food and drug retail stores. I mean stores. I meant they offer grocery products, general merchandise, health and beauty care products. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Huh. They've been around since 1939. Interesting. They got them in there. Let's go down and see some other stuff. Um, okay, Axon. Let's see. AXON. See what y'all talking about. Right. This was doing pretty well. So it's in their portfolio. Let's see what they're talking about. And like I said, you might find some gems in here that you never even thought about. So this do electrical weapons for the personal defense. Basically, tasers and the software sensors. Never would have thought a company like this would be worth $285 a share. Huh, impressive. Let's look at as Inc. Let's see what they're talking about. AZZ. Who are you? You okay? You $84. All right. I see a nice little sweeping pattern to the upside off of this one. Right, this may be ready to rip some more. Metal coatings. The AZZ pre-coat metals provides metal finishing solutions for corrosion protection, including hot dip, galvanizing, spin level. Okay. Aluminum oil or aluminum coil, should I say. It's cool. So yeah, I see what I'm doing. I'm just going through. And I can do this too for I did it for Atlanta too. Let me click on Atlanta. So this is Atlanta, not Atlanta, but Georgia. Uh, so this is Georgia retirement system. Then they don't go. They just only do the top 20, I believe, or the top ones that they have. So you see right here, they got Apple, they got Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Nvidia. So they own 454,872 shares of Nvidia. Of course, you know now they're doing a stock split, so that's going to be nice for them. They got Meta, Broadcom, Pepsi, Taiwan Semiconductor. So these are some good ones too. So these are some of the ones that, hey, if they got it into long term, um, I'm not. I wouldn't recommend looking at these as far as growth. Growth, you know, sometimes you got to look at these as basically steady growth over time, because these are long term investment portfolios. You don't want something that's just gonna take off and then fizzle out. You need something that's gonna grow over time. So you don't want too much volatility. But these are all great because they all show that they possibly could have a lot of stock splits in the future or whatnot. All right. All right, you got Bally's. I don't know if this is the Bally's is considered out there in Vegas. Let's see. I think so. Hotel. But here we go again. Like they just got crushed. And then how many shares they own in Bally's? 36,078. So you 36,078 times $12.87. They tell you the value of that, of what they're holding. So this online sports betting and iGaming. So they got 15 casinos across 10 states, golf course in New York, horse track. But they're getting slaughtered though. This is ridiculous. I mean, at the height, we're talking about $76. Now we're down to 12, some change. So something, I mean, you got to look at this too. Something pushed this up and then just dumped on whoever, all these retail that came in. I mean, this is a nice, massive move to the upside, and it just got crushed. So all that short selling coming in, got to be careful. Got to be careful. That's scary right now. Let's go a little deeper. All right, we got 414,000 of these Chegg. 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 Did I do that right? Yep. Same thing, guys. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start looking at these things. Let's start looking at what governments are really invested in, or what these politicians and stuff. Even though I have that up, looking at some of these politicians, seeing what they're investing in. Okay, seeing what they're getting out of the. Hey, follow the money. Look, it's clues. Just can't be lazy, but we can follow. Okay. So there's just some of the stuff that I do. Just part of the research, just mapping things out, just testing things. Now Chipotle is a pretty good investment. I want to say they will be doing stock split soon too. Can't remember, but I gotta check out. They got 45,888. Uh, let's look at this. Chord, URD, energy company. So I've been in the uptrend. It's pretty good. What do they do? They're engages in the exploration and production of crude oil, natural gas. Now, might want to start looking at these because why? You know, with electric taking over, we want to see how these companies going to be able to adapt. Oil won't be replaced fully, but it's going to get its market share chopped up once we fully integrate to a lot of electrical vehicles. Um, let's just look at some new DZS Inc. right here. I just randomly DZ. Is it DZS? Look at that. So it gets slaughtered. I don't know. It's either that these people cannot pick no good stocks. I mean, of course, there's a lot of stocks on here. Some of them are doing good. Everything's not going to be a winner, but I think it's good to be able to look at this portfolio. You can also see where someone's struggling. And you're like, you know what? I definitely don't want to do that. Now, look where all these stocks are at. You could do a contrarian method and you could say, hey, these are all in suppressed states. I think now I'm going to want to buy. So you could use that, but you got to go back and you got to see whether or not there's been a correlation or trend is showing that when there's been massive sell-offs like that, does it find a base and then it rallies out of that base? And then you may find something. You may find something for you as a strategy for that because they are holding on to these stocks for a while. Right? So it's not like they're just dumping them and getting rid of them out of the portfolio, although we just have to look for the next update when they do it. But that could be a strategy. You allow everybody else to get slaughtered, and then you come in when it's at the bottom. Hmm, could be. All right, let's look at another one. Try to find something that okay. First Solar. Let's see what First Solar talking about. First Solar. Find some Fisker. It's an OTC. Same thing. Slaughtered. Flyware. Or Flywire. Same thing. Toe up. Ate up. FNB Corp. FNB. Gotta see what it's going to do. See if it's going to break to the upside. It's an inverted head and shoulders pattern showing up. So possibly could. Uh, hold on, it's backwards. Sorry about that. Since it's inverted, got to do it totally different. But yeah, you clearly see we got a head right there. Let's do it like this. It's the head, and then of course this would be a right type shoulder. Now we're looking to push up here. So that's a possibility off of this one. Let me see what they do. So a financial holding company. They do small to medium sized businesses. They do community banking, wealth management, insurance. Never heard of them, but hey, let's see what Gap talking about. Let's see what y'all talking about. Gap. This Gap talking about. Do we have a Nest? Is this a foreign one? I don't think we have. Hmm, I ain't looking too hot. Let's see. Givo. Terrible. And this is a monthly chart, guys. Oh my god. But if anything, if somebody's gonna buy, this will be the time to buy now. Because you're in its most suppressed state that it is. And at this point, you're at the bottom. Could find some upside, but who knows? You know. Excuse me, my son is gaming, so if you hear all that yelling in the background, they're doing their little gaming. All right, so you see now when you stretch it out, now you see opportunity. So look at that, guys. I mean, that's a 2,000%. Look at this 2,000% gain off here. Like we're on the monthly chart, but look at this area. All right, this is something to consider. Now, this is not financial advice, but this is something to pique my interest just a little. All right, so check this out. We are look at this zone right here, right? So this is a demand zone. Price is back in the demand zone, but look what happened. Last time it was in this demand zone, we had a massive rally out. So something that here was willing to push this when it was at 53 cents and got it all the way up here to $15.16 53 cents. All right. So if we just want to play the levels, if we can get back up to just about this level right here, I mean that's a 1,200% gain on your money. It's something maybe look into. I'm not saying that you should, but hey, that's how a lot of times these big players be making the money. All right, remember with the demands on like this, that means that something big had to come in and push it out. So someone is manipulating. They know what they're doing in this area. All right, same thing right here. Look, even though this is a massive drop, this means that this was once a green candle, and then it boom, it collapsed back down. All right, but from right here all the way up, same thing. That's a 666% gain before it collapsed back down and downward. All right, so this is a liquidity issue. Okay, but something smart knows that it's loading this area and then unloading up here. They're loading down here and unloading. So what is it? Givo? Let's see what Givo do, and I'll probably stop the video around here. So they do chemicals, next generation biofuels. They focus on development and commercialization of renewable alternatives to petroleum based products. It operates through the following segments: GEVO and GEVO development, Agri Energy. So they also do research and development activities related to future production of isobutanol. Don't get me to saying something crazy, but yeah. All right. All right, so yeah, man, I ain't gonna keep y'all long with this, but yeah, check this out. I will post this in the description, and y'all guys come in and y'all can check out. And you may find some hidden gems. All right, like I said, it's not financial advice. All right, but this is your boy E White. I am out. Hit the like button, subscribe.